Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and thank you so much for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Joining me here in the classroom is, of course, my wonderful teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, if you could please say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm Mr. Curtis. I'm here to help
excellent.
you. I'm the teaching assistant. If you need me, I'm over here.
Great. I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Just
Now we all know
hold
where
up
he
your
is.
paddle, green side facing out. I am that, and then I'll come over and I'll look over your shoulder. And help you.
Okay. Yeah. We are implementing a new paddle protocol for asking questions. So
Right. So if
Corbin,
you do it green side out, that means Mr. Curtis, come help me, please. And if you put it red side out, that means Professor, please call on me. I have an embarrassing question for the whole class.
embarrassing.
What if I just throw the paddle at you and I don't want to use it anymore?
That still signals Curtis to come over and ask you and answer your question. So.
Yeah.
But anyways, that second voice that you hear, students at home, is our trainer in training. Of course, his name is Corbin. If you could say hello to the students, Corbin. As their president.
Hello. Yo, hey, that's something to keep in mind. I am the class president, so if anybody wants any changes to, if anybody wants any school functions or parties or anything like that, you got to come to me first. I am the gatekeeper for all fun things among the student body. So if you guys want to do any fun activities together, that'd be great because I get lonely here being by myself in class. It's
Okay.
lonely. So
Okay, yes,
Well, I'm
we all
here,
know
Corbin.
how lonely you are.
There's no
Corbin.
need for you to be lonely, Corbin. I'm here for you.
I need somebody my age. You're just kind of like, you're old and weird and no offense, but
Like oddly old. Like he doesn't look as old, but you can definitely tell that he's older than
Curtis is the type of person.
Mr. Curtis.
he
Please
looks-
give uses.
Sorry, excuse me. Mr. Curtis looks 15 and 65 at the same time.
It's amazing how he does it.
I don't know how he does it.
All right. Let's all focus up here. We have a lot to talk about today. This Pokemon that we're going to discuss has a lot of very important Pokedex entries. So,
Ooh, which one is it, Professor?
would you like me to tell you, or would you like to have a guess?
I'll tell you. I actually know it today. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, though.
Okay, sure.
Is it Gengar?
Ooh.
Very close. It's not. I'm assuming you've only seen it in textbooks or something. That's why you don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, is it a different pronunciation for the G? Is it Gengar?
That's actually a lot closer.
Is that the one that you reference every day at the closing of every class?
I mean, well, I don't personally reference it. The company
the
that
mascot
made
for
our
the famous email server.
Yeah, the Gengar Mail, or Gmail, as it's normally called, yes.
Yes.
Wait, so what is it? Oh, yeah. It's Gengar.
Yes, Gengar. Yeah, so you've definitely heard me say it out loud before. Maybe it's never clicked in your head that that's what that was. That's okay. That's fine. But yeah, we're learning about Gengar today. It's the evolved form of Haunter. It's a very, very exciting and interesting Pokemon.
Very cool Pokemon. Definitely top 10 favorites. Not gonna
really?
lie.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I would ask you what those other 9 are, but we don't have the time.
We don't have time.
What has anybody seen one? I mean, up in person, maybe. I mean, you're all alive,
Not in
so
person.
I'm guessing you haven't.
I've seen some on the TV when they used to do when they televised the Pokemon League battles with Agatha's Gengar.
Very, very commonly used Pokemon in the.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about it. I haven't seen one in
never up
person.
close.
No,
Never in person. They don't seem to like me very much.
Wait, what?
I can understand that sentiment, Mr. Curtis.
Just because you haven't seen one doesn't mean they don't like you. But I mean, I get if they don't.
I've seen you, and I also don't like you.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand if they don't like you because I don't either. But what I'm saying? I can't blame them if they don't.
Well, we saw how the Haunter reacted last week, so I mean.
Oh, you think it's something similar? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll learn about Gengar a little bit today, and maybe we can understand why it doesn't like you as much, Mr. Curtis. But I have one here with me today. It's very well trained. Professor Oak gave it to me. It's not gonna It's not gonna try to steal the life from anybody, as Gengars are, normally want to do.
Are you sure?
I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, everything is a probability in this world, so you can't really, say anything for sure.
Well, let's roll those dice then.
Okay, I mean, yeah, let's do it. All right, so here is a Gengar.
Whoa. Very sinister, dude.
Sinister. I mean, like,
Jeez.
its body is kind of like, I don't know, like kind of chubby a little bit, kind of like stocky.
Well, that's a little offensive. You know what it looks like to me? It kind of. I think I may have said this many weeks ago, but I think it kind of looks like a dead version, like a ghost version of Clefairy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, or like Clefairy's shadow or something like that.
Yeah. Maybe it is a dead Clefairy. Who knows?
Oh, did it just get a little bit cooler in here?
I think it dropped a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that Gengars do sometimes.
Wrap my
Or
trench
that
coat a little bit closer.
You could practically see my breath. See that? Look at that. Look at that.
I don't know if it's that much colder, but okay.
No, I definitely I'm feeling it now. I'm getting the chills.
Yeah. Well, did nobody bring their rain jackets like I told them to do?
A rain jacket?
Or sorry, not rain jacket. A warm coat. It's a winter jacket. That's what I meant to say.
No, I gave it to
Pretty
Perry.
well insulated.
I gave it to Perry, the Psyduck, our school counselor, on the ride over today. So he's wearing that.
Okay. I mean, is it cold outside? It's summer. It's not that cold. It's not really cold.
He gets cold sometimes. It's a thing.
It's like it's like with headaches, I guess.
Yeah, it's when he gets headaches, he also gets the chills. It's just it's a Perry thing, you know. You wouldn't
Anyways,
understand.
so it was weird. Professor Oak, when he gave me this Gengar, he also gave me a Dynamax band and a wishing star, which as you all know, is the common ingredients required to Gigantamax a Pokemon. But there's a third ingredient that everybody needs, and that's a power spot, and that's just something natural in the land. And they're like, the school isn't built on one, so I don't know why he gave this to me. It's not really gonna. Oh yes, Corbin, I see you have your red paddle.
I have my red paddle.
You have an embarrassing question to ask?
No, I don't have an embarrassing question to ask. It's funny that you mentioned that the school is not on a power source. We said last week that I was going to do some research into how old the school was. Well,
did we? I don't remember that.
I think
It doesn't sound familiar.
Check the record. I did. So I did a little bit of research, and the school is 252 years old.
Wow.
But
that's a lot younger than I thought it was.
Right. So
at the same time the universe was created, the school was also created at the same time. But sometimes people are wrong.
No, that's pish posh. That's just rubbish. That's just rubbish.
Okay.
No, listen. It turns out when I did some more digging, and I found out that when they started to break ground on the school, they found a power source beneath it. So instead of power spot underneath the ground where they were going to build the school, but instead of moving the school somewhere else, they were like, well, we just got to build it here. This must be good luck. So they built the entire Saffron City Learning Center on top of the power source.
Oh.
Guys, what are the odds of that? Okay.
No wonder I feel so energized when I come to class every day.
I feel a little bit bigger each time I step into the walls of the school.
That's right.
Let me guys, well, I think this is a perfect opportunity. I think we should Gigantamax this Gengar.
Wait, have we ever seen a Gigantamax Gengar or Gigantamax any Pokemon?
I mean, I've seen a couple, but
we never
Gigantamax the school.
We never Gigantamaxed a Pokemon in class, right?
No, of course not.
Oh
no.
God. Should we do it in here, or should we say outside?
You know what? It's the Machoke's day off. They all take one day off a month, and it's this day. So I think let's go outside, just so we don't try to cause as little damage as possible.
Is the sunlight gonna bother this Gengar here? Is it gonna bother him?
We could do it in the shady spot.
Okay, that's fine. Come on, Gengar, let's go, buddy.
All right, come on. All right, let's go outside. Man, it's a good thing that my classroom is like right next to the doors outside. It's so nice that it's so close.
So lucky.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, in case of fire or any kind of emergency, I'm really happy for it. Okay, I mean, yeah, this is probably as good a place as any, right?
Yeah, this is good. Nice little shady spot over here. You got a nice view of the pond over there, and there's.
Let me go ahead and put this thing on, this wristband on. I've never actually used one of these. I don't really know how it works. I put it here. Okay, take the wishing star and just You
gotta spit on it too. I think.
I don't think you are supposed to. Oh, jeez. Okay, now it's shine. Okay,
oh,
there we go.
Okay. All right.
Whoa. Okay. Okay, that was a little bit bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, there's a good thing we came outside.
Is it storming? What is that noise? It sounds like it's storming outside. What is that?
Well, okay, that could potentially be. So we'll talk about this later today or later in the lesson. But some people say that a Gigantamax Gengar's mouth is actually a portal to the afterlife.
No.
So potentially you may be hearing, the winds that occur in death. I don't know. I don't really know.
Hell.
It's just the okay. Mr. Curtis. That's kind of creepy. That's weird. Yeah, it's just really. It's kind of like loud
it's just talk.
I feel like I feel like I'm hearing like voices now. Like it was just like murmurs and rumbling.
Corbin, is that my boy? Corbin, my boy, is that you?
Dad? Oh my God!
So long since I've seen you.
Are you dead?
Do you still use that baseball mitt that we got?
Every day.
Son.
I show it just how you used me before you left.
Son, I have to ask, is the Mr. Mime still living at your house?
Yeah, and he watches me when I sleep every night. Please come home and make him stop.
Just like I asked him to. What a good Mr. Mime. Now,
wait, what?
Corbin, I need you to come closer to me.
What, Dad? What?
Corbin, what are you doing?
What?
Each step brings you closer to your father.
I'll do whatever it takes to get
Corbin,
you back home,
I need you to
Dad.
take a step back from the mouth.
Yeah, Corbin, get back.
Come back,
Please get back.
Corbin, what has got you so worked up? I'm sorry? What? Is this who you were talking to, Corbin? Oh. Are those my children? My babies?
You are worthy and faithful servant.
What are you guys talking about?
My babies!
More lives, more sacrifice are required.
Oh, yes. This one here?
What? No,
Do
me.
I need to sacrifice
what are
this
you
one
pointing
here?
at me?
Yes.
This one, I just say the word. I'll take him now.
He's so spindly, so yummy.
Professor, please make it stop.
Oh. Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. I'll slice him right up for you, Night Mother.
Okay, I've been teaching this class a long time, and I've one of the things I've learned is whenever Mr. Curtis says I'll slice him up real good, it's time to stop to take a break
Professor,
from whatever.
I'm sorry.
we're doing.
The Night Mother's children, they call for me.
What are you talking, guys? Okay, look at the Gengar. It's laughing right now. It's tricking both of you.
I must answer.
No.
Corbin, get
Come
over
to
here.
your father, Corbin, please.
Oh, please. Put it away.
I'm getting weaker, Corbin. I need you close to me. I need your energy.
Corbin, I need you over here.
Corbin.
Okay, all right. Enough of this. I don't. The Pokeball I used for the Gengar is giant now, and my weak Professor arms can't throw it. Mr. Curtis, can you please put the Gengar back into its Pokeball?
The Professor, my duty. She called.
Put it away.
The Night Mother's children.
Hey, are you ignoring a direct order from your professor?
The Night Mother on one side, the Professor. Okay.
Throw the Pokeball. Okay, all right. Oh, cool. The Pokeball went back to regular size. See, all right. So, I mean, there's a lot going on there. Does anybody remember what Gigantamax Gengar looked like? You can tell me as we walk back into the classroom.
No.
You don't remember at all, Mr. Curtis? Anything stick out?
It's honestly all a blur.
It was a gate to the Night Mother's court. Her children were speaking to me.
That's not true. Also false. Again, it was likely the Gengar. Gengars love to play tricks. All these stories about it being a portal to the afterlife are just completely false. I'll give a quick description since you guys seem to be a little bit gobsmacked. So a Gengar, a Gigantamax Gengar. Well, first of all, a regular Gengar is kind of like we said, like a kind of like chunky little purple guy. But a Gigantamax Gengar is much larger. Its body is almost completely comprised of a giant mouth with a tongue sticking out of it. And it appears to be kind of like sinking into the earth a little bit, I guess. Oh, its eyes are yellow now instead of red like they were before.
Yeah, it was like a big void, and I wanted to get sucked in. I just wanted to forget my entire life and just go right into there and just start anew.
Yeah, that too. It does that too. But yeah, it's all a trick. It's all a trap. I probably should have thought about that before I Gigantamaxed a.
I thought you said this thing was well trained.
Well, it was, but I don't know if you ever, like Pokemon tend to, when they change forms, they get almost entirely new personalities. So I'm sure this is a case of that.
Maybe we shouldn't have done that then.
Maybe we shouldn't have done that. But that's okay. You know what? We're back in the classroom now. Let's go ahead and read some of these Pokedex entries. Learn a little bit more about Gengar. All right, starting in the Kanto region. Under a full moon, this Pokemon likes to mimic the shadows of people and laugh at their fright.
Yeah, I was laughing at my fright for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A Gengar is close. Wait, sorry. A Gengar is close by if you feel a sudden chill. It may be trying to lay a curse on you.
I mean, it felt like it was. I mean, the whole room was cold at first.
Well, I didn't really feel a chill, but I did definitely feel that the area around in the classroom got colder.
That's a chill. That's what a chill is.
That's what that means.
That's literally
Mr.
what a
Curtis.
chill. That's the definition of a chill.
Well, it chills like when you feel cold, but like I just felt the ambient temperature of the room decrease.
You know, it wasn't like hot or anything, but it was definitely warmer than I'm used to. Okay. That's what you sound like right now. That's what you sound like.
Yeah, you sound dumb, Mr. Curtis.
All right. The last one from the Kanto region says, appears to attack people who get lost in the mountains. Said to be the culprit behind shadows that laugh in the moonlight. It just sounds so whimsical, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's like a prank or something, but in reality, it's actually kind of can attest. It's terrifying, guys.
Yeah. All right. On to the Johto region. It steals heat from its surroundings. If you feel a sudden chill, it is certain that a Gengar appeared. I mean, I don't think it's certain that a Gengar, but like other things can.
Yeah, I
cause
don't know.
chills.
That's what it says.
So I mean, like maybe somebody like opened up a fridge or something and you didn't notice that. It's like, oh, there's a Gengar nearby.
It's like, no, man, just getting some cheese out of the fridge.
Just get some cheese with it. Why are you so afraid of Gengars? Literally every time I open the fridge, you freak out and worry if there's a Gengar.
That's a rational fear.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, they can really cause a lot of damage. The next one here in the Johto region says, to steal the life of its target, it slips into the prey's shadow and silently waits for an opportunity.
So it can like disappear like flat, like a two-dimensional thing.
It says slips into the prey's shadow. I know it. I'm not
Right.
quite sure exactly what that means.
Like
feel like
into
that
the
could mean a
ground.
lot
Like
of
when you
things.
cast your shadow on the ground, it like slips into the shadow in the ground.
But it feels like it becomes a part of their shadow. Right?
Right.
It kind of becomes their shadow. It's more of a supernatural thing than, like a
Right.
not a natural thing.
Yeah,
guess.
I guess. It's a regular natural, not a supernatural.
Yeah, it's it's an anti-supernatural.
Sure.
What? That's okay. We'll talk about that later. All right. The last one here from the Johto region says, hiding in people's shadows at night, it absorbs their heat. The chill it causes makes the victims shake. Yeah, except unless you're Mr. Curtis, who didn't really get that cold.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty shaky for a while, for sure.
All right, so let's move on to the Hoenn region. Okay, just a word of warning. This one's a little bit hard to parse. It's worded pretty weird, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they usually are.
Sometimes, on a dark night, your shadow thrown by a streetlight will suddenly and startlingly overtake you. It is actually a Gengar running past you, pretending to be your shadow.
Oh,
Ew.
okay.
Yeah.
That's so creepy.
Yeah, and again, they just do it for fun. They just enjoy, freaking people out.
Like, they get a kick out of it.
They do.
Well, I mean, sometimes your shadow does seem to overtake you, like as you walk away from a light or walk towards the light source. It gets like closer and closer, and then goes the opposite direction once the light's on the other side of you.
That is true. I mean, how can you tell if you're just, walking past a light or if it's actually a Gengar?
That's
Right.
the horror part of it.
I guess,
That's
well,
the
I think the
scary
chill.
thing.
If you feel a chill, then you know.
You feel a chill,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
And laughing.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, laughing is more of after it scares you.
Right. See, it seems more. Let's see. It almost seems less, deadly than like Haunter. Like it seems like it's just like a little Joker, just hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, it talks a lot about how it steals the life of its target, which I wouldn't really call a joke. It's more of a murder.
Well, yeah, I guess that's fair.
But it also doesn't talk about how it steals the life of its target. It just says it does. So I mean, yeah, like if a Haunter licks you, it like paralyzes you until you die.
Right. So I mean, like I can only imagine that this is more deadly than that.
It would have to be, right? It's the evolved form. But it does also like to play jokes.
But it does like to play jokes. So you get a little joke, you get a little laugh, you get a little goof and a gaff before you die.
And then you die.
Then you die.
Then you die.
All right, let's move on. The next entry here says, it is said to emerge from darkness to steal the lives of those who become lost in the mountains.
Whoa.
And then the last one in the Hoenn region says, on the night of a full moon, if shadows move on their own and laugh, it must be Gengar's doing.
It's gotta be. There's no other thing it can be.
Yeah. Yeah, so, by the way, so Haunter and Gastly were both the gas Pokemon.
Right.
Gengar is the shadow Pokemon.
I'm getting that. Yeah.
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense, doesn't it?
It may, yeah.
Are any parts of Gengar gassy?
I mean, it depends on what it's eaten. Hey-o!
Hey, I thought you said no fart jokes.
Hey.
They said
Good
none.
question, though.
Professor, that's a good joke. I'm a
You
write
said
it
no
down.
fart jokes. You're disobeying your own rule.
Well, I told you no fart jokes.
Oh, so you can make the... Oh,
The
that...
professor can say all the fart jokes he wants.
Yeah.
All right.
I went to college. To make fart jokes.
All right, fine.
All right, let's move on to the Sinnoh region. It says, it hides in shadows. It is said that if Gengar is hiding, it cools the area by nearly 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh.
Yeah, that puts like a specific number to it, which I always like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can feel that.
I wonder how they measured that.
Probably with a thermostat, Curtis.
Yeah, or a thermometer. They had like a thermostat is what changes temperature in your house, Corbin.
What? That's what I said.
Yeah. It's not they'd be looking at a thermometer.
Oh, thermostat.
That
Wait, I said
measures
thermometer.
temperature.
Oh, I said thermometer. I meant thermostat. Sorry.
No,
No, the other way around.
you
Corbin.
said thermostat. You meant thermometer.
No.
Just go check back in the tapes. It's all there.
No, there's no tapes. Listen, we don't need no tapes.
We have
I'm saying
tapes.
you can
we
check
record
the
this lesson.
You can check the thermostat tells you what the temperature is in the room. If it's at 70 degrees and then Gengar pops up and then it's 60 degrees, you go, okay, well.
Well, no,
10
it's the
degrees.
it's the
It's
thermometer,
in the thermostat that's doing that.
This is one in the thermostat. Okay.
Anyways, yeah. So I would imagine they have a thermometer in a room with no Gengar. Then they put a Gengar in the room, and they're like, 10 degrees. And that's probably how they do it.
Right.
All right, in the center. Oh, so the next one here in the center region says, lurking in the shadowy corners of rooms, it awaits chances to steal its prey's life force.
Ooh.
It gives your life the good old suck.
Yeah. Suck that life away.
There's more entries here from the center region. Normally there's like one. The leer that floats in the darkness belongs to a Gengar, delighting in casting curses on people.
Ooh.
What kind of curse did they cast, Professor?
I don't know.
You wet the bed until you're 10.
Every 10 steps you take, you'll do a little bit of a trip. But it's not a full trip. You're not going to fall. It's just like a little bit of a trip.
A little
Yeah,
stumble.
just keep
Enough
you
to
awake.
get your heart racing.
Every time you clip your fingernails, at least one will end up being a hangnail.
Oh,
Oh.
don't tell me that.
That
Oh,
sucks,
don't
right?
wish such evil on me, Professor.
All of your Pokemon will break free from the Pokeball on the third wiggle.
Oh, how are you supposed to catch
Oh.
a new Pokemon then?
Yeah, I can't catch any new Pokemon.
You can't. Well, you have to use a Master Ball.
See, those are so hard to come by. They're so
Yeah, or a
expensive.
net. You could also use a net.
Oh, that's true.
Or sometimes a Pokemon will put themselves in a Pokeball if they really like you.
Sure,
I
yeah.
think that would count.
Or if they've seen enough of our cruel world.
Yeah, like put me in my quiet dark room.
Please.
Bring me out of the living world so that I may experience brief unconsciousness.
Yeah. Can you blame them?
No, I can't, man. It's life is hard. Let me tell you about it.
Yeah.
Are
you okay? You taking care of yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm great. Let's
Good.
move on to the next region. There's nothing. Well, there is an entry here from the Unova region, but it's the same as what was in the Sinnoh region, and the same with the Kalos region. So you don't have to read those.
Okay.
Anyways, moving on to the Alola region. Should you feel yourself attacked by a sudden chill, it is evidence of an approaching Gengar. There is no escaping it. Give up.
I'm sorry, what
Oh.
now? Who?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Just give up.
Give up.
Yeah.
Wow. Did somebody that wrote that just get overtaken by a Gengar? Like they
I
were
guess.
just
Yeah, I
possessed?
think, and then the give up is written by Gengar.
Is written by the Gengar controlling, the guy.
Yeah. I'll read it one more time. Should you feel yourself attacked by a sudden chill, it is evidence of an approaching Gengar. There is no escaping it. Give up.
Please. Get some help.
Please.
I guess what they're trying to say is either it's a harmless chill and there's nothing you can do about it, or it is a Gengar close enough to steal your life force, so you're dead anyway.
And when they say
Yeah.
give up, they mean give up on life in general.
Oh, so they mean like go commit die.
Yes, commit the unlifing.
Be unlife yourself. Is that what they mean? Do they mean
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's that gruesome.
Okay, all right.
I think it means like start making calls to your loved ones.
Can you imagine if a professor just wrote at the end of an entry, there is no escaping Gengar. KYS.
Don't give it the satisfaction, KYS.
Kill yourself before it kills you.
All right, this next one's really interesting. It kind of puts a different spin on Gengar.
Whoa.
Yeah, it says, it apparently wishes for a traveling companion. Since it was once human itself, it tries to create one by taking the lives of
Who?
other humans.
Wait, who? It was what?
It was once already a person?
It apparently wishes for a traveling companion. Since it was once human itself,
No
it
way.
tries to create one by taking the lives
You mean to
of
tell me
other
that was a
humans.
person that was just trying to get us sucked into its giant dimension mouth?
Well, it was at one point, but many, many thousands of years ago, probably.
Oh, thousands? You
I don't know. I just
cut
put
it
a number
open,
on
you
it.
check the rings.
But Gengars evolved from Haunters and Gastlys. Does that mean...
Well, I mean,
that-
Gastly's were technically, I mean, they did used to be humans, right?
Yeah, evil spirit 5%.
Well, at least humans' despair and, anger mixed with like cemetery gas.
Right.
Okay.
So maybe that's where it comes
And then
from.
Haunter was thought to be from another dimension, and then Gengar is supposed to be a whole person. So is it a human from another dimension in our world?
Trapped in cemetery gas.
Trapped in cemetery gas. I don't know.
I mean, it all makes sense.
I think it all checks out. If you really crunch the numbers, it all checks out.
Right.
All right, the next one here says, you can hear tales told all over the world about how Gengar will pay a visit to children who are naughty. It's pretty messed up. If you tell your child
Watch
that...
out, Corby Corbs.
So it's like the new Krampus.
I don't know what a Krampus is.
Okay.
Is that a Pokemon? I don't really know.
It's
about
an
that.
old wives' tale about like the evil version of Santa that kills kids.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't have any old wives, so
That's funny.
thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah, but if you tell your kids that if they're naughty, a Gengar is gonna come get them, you're a bad parent.
well, that's
I'm
just
sorry.
abuse. That's verbal abuse and emotional
Yeah, it
abuse.
certainly is, and it's lying. Because a Gengar will come and get you regardless of if you're naughty or nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, the last one here from the Alola region says, even your home isn't safe. Gengar
Oh.
will lurk in whatever dark corner of a room it can find and wait for its chance to catch its prey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Curse, does that make you want to turn on the lights? I've heard before that you just sit in the dark all the time.
No, I'm not that concerned.
Okay.
The Night Mother protects me.
The Night Mother does protect him. All right, so that does it for Alola. Let's move on to Galar. Well, actually, there's nothing here for Galar. At least nothing new. So I'm actually going to read. I have an older text here. This comes to us from the Hisui region. The region that predated the Sinnoh region.
Right.
Maybe I should read these when I read the other Sinnoh entries. Yeah, whatever. It says, possesses potential victims' shadows in an effort to steal away the victims' lives. If your shadow begins to laugh, you must take hold of a protective charm. Post haste.
Post haste.
Post haste. So make sure you all have your protective charms close by.
I don't have one on me.
Okay, well, I mean,
Oh,
there's...
hold on, Corbin. I got an extra one.
I don't. That's okay. I don't want what you have.
No,
Sure?
it's not this one right here.
I'm good.
No.
No.
Let me get this. And, okay. I almost had to turn my bag inside out, but here you go.
These are two sticks wrapped in web in the shape of a cross.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I don't... what's the point?
I don't understand what you're concerned. That is
Okay.
first web. Okay.
Who?
That's the first little trickle of web that comes out of a baby spinnerack when it first hatches.
Oh,
pretty gross.
okay.
It doesn't get any purer than that baby right there.
I don't like anything about what you said.
Yeah, it's pretty awful, all of it. Okay, let's move on to the lentil region. Oh, okay. Normally when I say the lentil region, Corbin says, where's that?
I thought you said Pintle. I'm like, I've heard of that region. What the hell is the lentil region?
Lentil region is a archipelago, a couple of islands off the coast of somewhere, I don't know where. Anyways, the entry here says, in Lentil, picture books warn that Gengar will pay a visit to children who are naughty. It loves to use its powers to slip through walls and other objects so it can play tricks on people. All right, that does it for the regional entries for Gengar. Let me read the unique Pokedex entries. There's a lot of them. Although these first three, which all come to us from Ash's Pokedex, are pretty useless. So the first one says Gengar, no information available.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sweet.
The next one says Gengar, a Shadow Pokemon, the evolved form of Haunter. Details about this Pokemon are unknown.
Okay.
All right,
Helpful.
more unknown.
And then the next one, it does literally say the exact same thing. It says Gengar, the Shadow Pokemon, the evolved form of Haunter. Details about Gengar are unknown. Cool. Thank you, Ash, and your useless Pokedex.
Idiot.
All right, but somewhere down the line, Ash's Pokedex did somehow get wise as to what a Gengar is. Then this next entry, which also comes to us from Ash's Pokedex, says Gengar, the Shadow Pokemon. Gengar is the final evolved form of Gastly. It can absorb any surrounding heat, leaving a sudden chill. I would argue it can't absorb any surrounding heat. It can absorb a little bit of surrounding heat.
Right.
Yeah, if it's only decreasing the ambient temperature by 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it doesn't bring everything down to absolute zero where the momentum or the vibration of atoms stops entirely.
Yeah.
Wow, Professor, I didn't know you were such a physicist.
Look at him.
Well, I mean, I dabble. You can't be a Pokemon professor and not dabble a little bit.
Biologist, physicist.
I'm a jack of all trades, master of none.
That's right.
All right, the next entry comes to us from Dawn's Pokedex. It says Gengar, the Shadow Pokemon. Gengar hides in the shadows. If a Gengar is nearby, it is said to feel 10 degrees colder than normal. The next one comes to us from Serena's Pokedex. It says Gengar, the Shadow Pokemon, and the evolved form of Haunter. Gengar is happy when it scares people, smiling wickedly in the dark. Okay, and there's one more unique entry here. It comes to us from Go's Rotom Phone. I feel like everybody has seen a Gengar at some point and clocked it on their Pokedex.
Jeez, it sounds like it.
It says Gengar, the Shadow Pokemon, a ghost and poison type, much like Gastly and Haunter.
Right.
Gengar can pass through dimensions and appear almost anywhere. Since Gengar absorbs any warmth around it, the temperature suddenly drops whenever it appears.
So that's how it teleports then. Like if it vanishes from one spot to another, that's it passing through another dimension to travel and then popping up in our dimension again.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good
That's
theory,
pretty
Corbin.
cool.
I'd say that.
Well, you didn't say that. Corbin said that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, that does it for the base form of Gengar. But Gengar has two other forms. We saw the Gigantamax form.
Wait,
but
two?
it also has a Mega Evolution.
No kidding.
Yeah, so let's read those entries real quick. They come to us from the the Alola region. It says, Gengar's relationships are warped.
That's rude.
It has no interest in opponents unless it perceives them as prey.
Huh. So it's not as vindictive as a Mega Gengar.
Yeah, I guess now it's solely looking for food, I guess, which is life force.
He's looking for friends.
The next entry here says, the energy of Mega Evolution awakened it. it sinks into another dimension where it keeps a patient watch for its chance to attack.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess so.
It goes full interdimensional at that point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The next entry says it tries to take the lives of anyone and everyone. It will even try to curse the trainer who is its master.
Whoa. Okay. So like it goes
what?
from not being mean. It says so. The last entry or 2 entries ago, it said it has no interest in opponents unless it perceives them as prey. Now it's saying it wants to kill everybody.
Yeah, so I guess everybody is its prey.
Oh, okay. All right. Makes sense, I guess.
Even its trainer.
Even its trainer, yes.
Safe.
Even the trainer who is its master. It will try to eat them.
That is safe.
So, I mean, what we're learning is don't use Gigantamax Gengar. Or, sorry, Mega Gengar. It's just, it'll just try to murder you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe, like, throw it out and then, like, hide behind something and just, like, let it go to work.
Yeah. Just call out commands to it and moves from like an intercom.
Yeah. All right. The last one. Sorry, not the last one. It says Mega Evolution has made it possible for Gengar to access other dimensions. Its entire body is brimming with a strange power. Ooh, yeah. We should probably figure out what that is. What that power is.
No, that's okay. Better left a mystery.
That's interdimensional power.
Yeah, we can't.
It's interdimensional energy.
Our human brains can't possibly comprehend it.
No.
Okay, the next entry here says it can pass through other dimensions and can appear anywhere. It caused a stir one time when it stuck just one leg out of a wall.
Ooh, a Gengar leg. Ooh.
As far as Gengar pranks goes, that seems like a pretty, like, tame prank.
Very mild. It's like, oh, there's a random leg sticking out of a wall.
Yeah, you're eating dinner with the
my
family,
God.
and you just see whoop, just through the wall, and like everybody screams.
It says it caused a stir one time when it stuck just one leg out of the wall. So, like, if you see 2 legs out of a wall, you're like, oh, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, but if it's one, you're like,
just
oh
one
man, that's a Gengar. We
Oh,
gotta
no.
run.
Okay, all right. So that does it for Mega Gengar Pokedex entries. Now let's read. There's 2 Gigantamax Gengar entries, and then we're done with Pokedex entries.
Oh my goodness.
Professor, please give me more.
No.
I know this is starting to feel like Meowth, where it just had all these different forms. Remember? Yeah, you guys remember talking about Meowth all those lessons ago?
A little bit.
Oh, yes.
You know who I don't remember talking about? Arbok.
We did talk about Arbok.
I know we did, but there's just a lot, like half the Pokemon. I'm like, we talked about that one.
Yeah, that is true. All right, Gigantamax Gengar. This comes to us
Someone's
from...
not been renewing all of their notes from every class every night before they go to bed.
Oh, Mr. Curtis, I don't need to do that.
Oh, wow. Savage. Okay. These Gigantamax Pokedex entries for Gengar come to us from the Galar region. The first one says, rumor has it that its gigantic mouth leads not into its body, filled with cursed energy, but instead directly to the afterlife.
Ooh, so it's not even a different dimension. It's
Yeah, well, I mean, the afterlife, you could kind of look at it as,
I guess.
So earlier I was speaking not to the children of the Night Mother, but the all of the previous generations of my Spinnerack lines that were.
No, actually no. Again, this is just this is a rumor. It's not fact. The Gengar was 100%.
How does it feel, Mr. Curtis, to talk to all those dead Spinneracks you killed for science? How does it feel?
It's not what happens. It's not what happened.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
We don't know for sure,
All right,
though.
Yep, and then Mr. Curtis has nothing to say about that. So,
But I did talk to my dad. I did hear him, so that begs the question: is my dad dead?
I don't think your dad. I don't think your dad is dead. Corbin.
Are you my dad?
No.
Is this where you reveal that you're my dad?
No, I'm not your dad.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God.
I'm just kidding. I remember what my dad looks
he
like.
is
Let me
a
read this
dad.
last entry, for God's sakes, please.
He is a dad, but he's not your dad.
We're almost
Wait, you're
done.
a dad? You're a father? Congratulations.
We've been talking about Gengar for ages. Please, let me read this last entry.
When did you become a dad? Hello?
Are we all done?
Yeah, when did you become a dad?
I'm not a dad.
Mr. Curtis says you are.
Oh, he is. Oh, yeah.
Mr. Curtis is on the verge of insanity. We can't listen to what he
I've
says.
tracked down all of his previous relationships. He is, but he just doesn't know it.
That's kind of scary.
Can I read this last entry, please?
Sure, if you call up your kids and talk to them, whoever they are.
No, I don't have kids. Mr. Curtis is insane. He doesn't know what he's talking about. All right.
Good.
It lays traps, hoping to steal the lives of those it catches. If you stand in front of its mouth, you'll hear your loved one's voices calling out to you.
And that's what I heard. I heard my loved one. I did.
Yeah, that is true. I guess it doesn't say they have to be dead.
Love all my little babies. Yep.
You loved them so much you killed them, idiot.
Okay, all right.
Well,
guys,
they're not dead.
Guys, congratulations. We've read all the entries.
We did it.
There's a lot. There's a lot of information. A lot of it was the same stuff, but
I'm tired.
Very interesting Pokemon.
I want to go home.
Well, you know what? You can. But first I have to, do the part of the lesson where I, see if you actually learned anything.
Ugh.
And so instead of a full quiz today, all we're doing is one essay question.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So in case you forgot, an essay question, I ask you a question, kind of like an open-ended question. There's no right or wrong answer here because there's no definite answer in the Pokedex. So I'm going to give you this question. You're going to write me a quick little essay about your what you think about it, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so the question is, why or for what purpose does Gengar steal heat from its surroundings? So we learned a lot about that it does do that, but we don't really learn why or I guess how it does it. So if you could just give that a shot.
Why it steals heat.
I got it, Professor.
From its surroundings.
Great, write it down, please. Okay, I'm seeing 2 green paddles. I believe that means that you both finished your essays.
I'm coming, Corbin. I'm coming, Corbin.
No, you
Yeah.
we decided that was how he'd let us know that his essay is done, Mr. Curtis.
No, green paddles mean Mr. Curtis needs to come stand behind you and give you direction.
Okay, please stop. Can we just get this over with?
Oh God, sit down,
Please,
Mr. Curtis.
please.
Okay, all right.
All right, Corbin, if you could please read your essay.
Yes, here is my essay. Okay. Gengar steals heat from its surroundings to create a new human companion. Humans need heat to survive, and it also wants a warm companion to hold tightly. It has nowhere to store the heat, so it wants to make a friend where it can store the heat and also hold on to for love and warmth. But alas, it is not capable of creating a companion, so it endlessly steals the world's warmth around it for no reason, hoping to create a warm friend that could never be.
Well, at least approximately 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
What a little snuggle bug.
It's a little snuggle bug.
Wow, okay. I like that. I like that answer. It steals the warmth, hoping to, I guess, impart it to a friend.
He just wants to.
which will never be there.
Gengar just wants to cuddle. It's that simple.
Oh man, that's pretty. I didn't ask for a poem this time, Corbin.
Well,
that's what you delivered.
You got it.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful story. All right, let's hear what Mr. Curtis has to say.
I don't know if mine's gonna be as good as Corbin's.
Well, it's not a competition. It's not a competition. There's no right or wrong answer.
It is, but go ahead. No, there's a wrong answer. Let's hear it.
All right, ready? As everybody knows, it takes 1.21 gigawatts of energy to travel through time. But did you know that it actually takes 3.32 gigawatts of energy to change how many dimensions you have?
That's not true.
See, each time Gengar changes between a 3-dimensional plump boy to a 2-dimensional shadow, it requires a significant amount of energy, and vice versa. Since Gengar is nothing but a ghost body boy, he has no internal reactions to generate the necessary energy himself. So instead, he uses the heat from the surrounding area, maybe even you, close parentheses, to manifest himself.
You never opened the parentheses.
the whole essay's in parentheses.
Sorry. From the surrounding area, open parentheses, maybe even you, close parentheses, to manifest himself. That's why typically the first indication that you're being stalked by a Gengar is the chill. It's a 2D shadow boy in your shadow getting ready to convert to a 3D plump boy who wants to take your life or curse you.
Huh.
That's pretty good. That's pretty.
It's
good,
pretty
Mr.
crazy
Curtis,
about Gengar that it's like Nidoking where all of them are boys. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Mr. Curtis uses the term "boy" as a gender neutral
Right.
phrase, and it's
specifically plump boy.
Right, of
specifically
course.
plump boy.
plump boy is a gender neutral term.
You also say two-dimensional Shadow Boy. I'm pretty sure you also said.
He said boy a lot.
Yeah, he gets into when he gets into.
I said ghost body boy and plump boy,
Of course.
which are both
okay.
gender neutral terms.
Of course.
Sorry, I was only half listening, but I really do like that answer that you say that the transfer between dimensions, it requires energy, and it sucks that energy from the surrounding heat. And you brought it in very, very good. Something that we do know that Gengar does, which is change dimensions when he's about to attack. So yeah, very, very good, Mr. Curtis. I think you both, Mr. Corbin, as well, did a very, very good job on your essays.
Thank you.
I always love seeing what kind of things you guys can come up with, and
thank you.
as burgeoning.
What's the correct answer, Professor?
Well, we don't really know. We don't really know what the correct answer is. And again, these are hypothetical. These are potential answers, not necessarily correct answers. Again.
Right.
So we don't know, because again, it's not in the Pokedex. The Pokedex just says it does do that. Doesn't say why it does that. But all right, I think it's time to wrap this lesson up. We've been here for a little while. Does anybody know who we're going to talk about next week? I'll give you a hint. It has absolutely nothing to do with Gengar.
Oh, okay. What type is it?
It is a rock and also ground type.
Oh, is it
Rock
a
and
Rhydon?
ground. Who do I know that's a rock and ground?
It's not Rhydon. No, good guess though.
Okay. Rhyperior?
No, think more. Think less legs.
Okay.
We did already did Diglett, right?
We did already
did
do
do Diglett.
Yes, and Diglett's also not a rock type.
Is it Steelix?
Well, Steelix is not a rock type either. Okay, you guys are getting further and further. We're learning about Onyx.
Oh, that's the one before Steelix. Right.
So Onyx does evolve into Steelix, but we're talking Pokedex wise, it's not going to evolve. We're talking Pokedex wise, it doesn't come before. Jeez, I mean, okay, technically it does come. I'm really talking myself into a hole here.
So is it Cubone?
No, it's Onyx. We're learning about Onyx.
Why didn't you just simply say it was registered way after Onyx?
Yeah, sure. After
say
Onyx,
that.
Steelix isn't the next one, is what I'm trying to say
It
here.
was registered at a later time.
Sorry, I think that Gengar sucked a lot of energy out of me.
Yeah.
All right, but that's going to do it for today's lesson. If you have any questions for me, the professor, feel free to send me a Gengar mail.
Oh, that's the Pokemon we talked about.
Which is wwopokemon@gmail.com. If you don't have a Gengar mail, that's fine. You can also find us on the flying Pokemon-themed social network site Twitter. I'm there at wwopokemon as well. But that's going to do it for today's lesson. So until next time, class is dismissed.
Welcome to the World of Pokemon is a part of the Pokecasters Network.